Hello guys and welcome to Native Cafri Pigment. I'm going to do a follow-up on the latest video that I did on Anne Heches. She was visiting David Letterman and I wanted to do a comic kind of video reaction. And then I found out that she died in a car accident just short than 4 years ago. So we are going to react to several videos here just to watch and try to understand, figure this thing out. It's been heavy on me ever since I watched it. I'm actually doing it on the same day. I'm not sure when I'm going to release those two videos, but it's going to be pretty soon. What I do here, I try to discover diversity, multiculturalness, internationalism, if you will, movies, culture, comedy. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to start with the reaction, guys. All right, the first one is Ellen's ex. Wait a second, she used to be her girlfriend? Really? She used to date her? This is from Celeb Talk. Check them out. I'm not doing a substitute for the original. Anne Heches' last words revealed. Yeah, let's check it out. So sorry about her death. 53. 73 is early to go. So what's 53?
Red flag, red flag, red. Portia even said, I'm going to go after Ellen. I know you're not. I'm like, but you won't be the poster child, girl, because guess what? That poster child has already been taken. And by the way, it wasn't a great spot.
New details are emerging about Anne Heches' mourning before that fiery car crash left her in critical condition with severe burns.
Spoken to Anne Heches at all since her accident?
Guess not.
Do you want to...
We're not in touch with each other, so I wouldn't know.
OMG, guys, the mysterious deaths of Anne Heche and DJ Twitch are stirring up serious questions, and at the center of it all, none other than Ellen DeGeneres. Anne Heche's fatal car crash wasn't just a tragic accident, it's now being looked at in a whole new light after the actress's cryptic warnings and disturbing claims about her time.
I don't understand. Why is it saying Ellen's ex? We just saw in that interview that she had a boyfriend, and then before that she had a husband. So I don't know. I know nothing about Anne Heches' private life, but it sounds like kind of strange.
I'm in Hollywood and her connection to Ellen. Just when people started brushing it off, the shocking passing of DJ Twitch, Ellen's longtime DJ and close associate, blew the lid off everything. What really happened behind the scenes? Why did two people, both with ties to the same powerful figure, meet such chilling ends? Whispers of control, manipulation, and silencing tactics are starting to surface.
What is
and
this
what's
video
even
all
more
about?
unsettling, and get this, the alleged eerie final conversation and actions leading up to their deaths will have you losing your mind. So is there something far darker for this change everything? Can't stop talking. You layering spotlight on their eerie ties to anything but simple. Once a celebrated actress with a rising career, Heche's final days were marked by emotional turmoil, intense personal battles, and chilling revelations. And right in the center of it all, her past with Ellen. In a resurfaced interview that's now going viral, Heche opened up about her deeply strained relationship with the talk show host. She revealed a moment that changed everything. Anne told Ellen that she needed to have friends in her life. But get this. Ellen said she did not want to have a girlfriend who needed that. That single quote, raw and unsettling, pulls back the curtain on what Anne later is more
Off with Ellen. I think it was a slow roll when you come to understand the truth of another. I wanted desperately to have that relationship be the love of my life. That was my Cinderella story. What happened was that I was, through the circumstances, shut out from things that I cared about, and in order to make her feel that she was being loved, I would erase those things from my path, such as...
She's actually saying, make her feel she was being loved, and I wanted her to be the love of my life. So basically, before she even got married, they were together. That's very interesting.
Acting, and replace them with things that I thought would give her a foundation. As we got further and further away from me being able to be in public the way that would please, I began getting further and further away from my friends and my friendships. And one of the things that concerned me very much was that I was beginning to feel shut off and shut down and shut away. And if this answers the question, when I told Ellen that I needed to have friends, she said she did not want to have a girlfriend that needed that. And that is the day I left.
Now, here's where things just get real.
Like, guys, listen. I don't know what are they trying to hint here. This is like a conspiracy theory or something. I'm not going to say anything bad about Ellen DeGeneres and her conspiracy theories allegedly having to do with people's deaths or something. I'm not going to state stuff like that because that's insane, all right? So I don't know where they're going with this, but the fact that she was saying that that's what Ellen wanted from her as her girlfriend back in the late 90s or whenever it was, I mean, you can't treat your loved one like that. You don't love them. That's possession. That's possession and like being, how do you say when you don't have, like they didn't have emotions for one another. It was dependency and codependency. It had nothing to do with love.
Really weird. On August 5th, 2022, a day that would go down as one of the most haunting and bizarre chapters in Anne Heches' life and possibly in Hollywood history. On that afternoon, the actress was involved in a fiery, high-speed car crash in the Mar Vista neighborhood of Los Angeles. Driving her blue Mini Cooper, Anne plowed into a house without warning, setting the entire place on fire in a horrifying scene that looked straight out of a movie, but this time it was all too real.
Breaking news at 6. Actress Anne Heches seriously injured after crashing her car. Skyfox overhead when she suddenly sits up on the gurney, surprising firefighters.
The initial wave of headlines was ruthless. Within hours, tabloids and major news outlets were pushing a narrative that Anne had been intoxicated, suggesting her erratic behavior behind the wheel was a result of substance abuse. It seemed like the case was closed before it had even begun. But then something strange happened. The official coroner's toxicology report alcohol or illicit drugs in her system at the time of the crash. That revelation alone sent shockwaves through the public. If she wasn't under the influence, what was going on? Why would a seemingly stable woman drive full speed into a home, setting off a catastrophic fire? And why, according to multiple eyewitnesses, did she appear so panicked, so desperate, as if she was running from something she couldn't shake? One neighbor recounted seeing Anne free sound of her car revving just moments before impact, like she had no intention of stopping. When paramedics...
All right, guys, there is another video that I might be... wait a second, let's see.
Now to developing news. The final autopsy and toxicology report is out in the death of actress Anne Heches. It shows Heche had cocaine in her system, but the coroner says there was no evidence of impairment by illicit substances at the time of the crash. Heche crashed her car into a home, causing a fire and trapping her in her vehicle for at least 45 minutes. She died several days later from injuries she sustained in the fiery crash.
Oh my God. All right, guys, I think that this is enough. I'm not going to watch the third video. I don't like this conspiracy theory or whatever it was supposed to be. I just want to say that she died too soon. I'm sorry to hear that. I was actually shocked because I wanted to bring like a comedic kind of reaction, reacting to David Letterman. The first time I'm doing this on this channel. But I mean, that's life, and you have to face facts. And I know that she's been a very talented actress. I didn't follow the rest of her career after the year 2000. I remember the movie that I talked about, which I want to make a review for. But I want to check out more of her stuff now that I know that she's gone. Because, as I said, she was promising, and I'm pretty sure that she did a few more significant roles. So I will try to explore that. And I mean, guys, support the channel, subscribe, leave a like, and tell me in the comments what you think about her death. It's tragic, it's so sorrowful, and yeah, what more can I say? So, all right, guys, I will see you in the next one, hopefully with better news and more fun stuff. But we are not going to shy from anything in my channels. I have different channels, by the way, that deal with other themes as well, so you can check that out. So I'm not going to shy away from sad stuff or from disturbing stuff. I'm not going to look away. I don't believe that's what you should do. As a member of society, you should always look straight up at things and be real. You know what I mean? Not to like say, oh no, let's not talk about I don't know, so and so doing bad stuff to to that woman or something, because, oh, he's a great actor. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to look straight at it. And I don't want to mess myself with it and start talking about it. No. As a serious person of society, always be involved, always speak up, and always state what you saw. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys, as I said, I'm going to see you in the next one. Thank you so much.